Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we got a pretty sizable expansion out over here, but we did discover that we're not in the greatest position financially for the ability to keep our army raised long term. We're at about minus 30 gold per month if we do that, which is, of course, not great. We can go after some of these smaller areas, like if we were to go after these guys, it would be absolutely no problem. These guys would be fine. A lot of these would be okay. But if we started to try to go after some of the bigger players, which none of these guys are that, we could run into problems. Like if we tried to fight the Arabian Empire, for example, or the Byzantines, or if we were attacked by these guys again, it could be potentially financially problematic for us. How strong is Sardinia and Corsica? Not very. Okay, so that's good to know. None of these guys are very strong. We just happened to fight the guys who were the strongest. That said, a big part of the reason why they were as strong as they were was because of two things. Holy Orders, they hired at least one, and mercenaries. They hired, I think, at least 2 mercenary units. So that is something to consider, and we would have a difficult time scaling up to that point. Now, we're as maxed out as we can be in terms of our capital duchy. We could invest elsewhere other than our capital duchy, but I don't think there's a point in doing that right now, especially not when manorialism is going to be coming in 9 years here. We kind of need to get as much money as we can saved up for that. And also, yeah, there's a lot of coastal infection going on here from Guinean pox. Okay, well, that is definitely grim, but it appears to be spreading via water, so that's not a big concern at this point. Now, we can appoint a worthy successor to the Scorpion of Kong North, and that would be Mayor Biyu, skill 13. Okay, let's see what we've got here. That's Bar, Mayor Biyu. Here we go. And he is going to go here. That was Bearer of the Emperor's Mace. Okay, that's fine. Scorpion of Kong North, this will be this guy. Sure. And then Most Expert of the Mel Spears is good to go. Okay, no problem whatsoever there. That looks solid. So at this point, I feel like we should probably work on attacking somebody. I would love to get Adal under our control. If we were to do that, would that get us Abyssinia? It would be very close. We might have to go for Blamia first, and that might not be a bad idea, actually. Blamia's got a little bit more gold. I'm just thinking about their strength levels. Interestingly, this guy is Ashari, and this guy is Coptic. So in both cases, they could probably bring in a Holy Order, and that would be potentially painful. I'm wondering about, if we go into here, we can see 5319, and this is 5191. So either way, it would be interesting. I mean, we may not even have the ability... Oh, hello. Michael has a claim on that as well. Not down here. How much is this going to cost us? 1,500? That's not bad. We're doing it. Okay, so that sounds good. Where is the capital here? Up here? Noted. We're going to raise up somewhere around here. Let's raise men-at-arms. Let's raise a few levy troops. For the moment, unless he substantially ramps up his cash levels. Oh, we can extort subjects. Now, where are my loyal subjects? Unless he substantially ramps it up, then, yeah, that costs legitimacy now. Consider it an extra test of loyalty. Okay, so... it's unfortunate that that costs legitimacy now, but it's fine, I guess. So how much are we going to raise up here? He's at 6,000 troops, so we'll raise a comparable number, like 12,000 or so. Yeah, that'll do. So that looks absolutely fine. Onagers and somewhere around 8,000 around over here. We're going to give them a siege leader, and you are going to head in here. Now, the rest of these forces are not yet fully raised. We don't need to fully raise them. This is way more than we need. Hang on. Let's get rid of these guys. I want to keep this somewhere around 8,000. So that'll be fine. We are still pretty negative financially with this level of raise. That is understood, but I expect this war to be much quicker than the previous one. So we're going to head up over this way and look to eliminate this army nice and quickly. We lost 15 stress because our rival died. That's good. Unfortunately, that's not our sister. She's at 99 right now. Interesting. Do we want to mildly murder her? Possibly. It'd be a lot of stress. How old is she? She's 46, and she is in fine health. She is flagellant, so she's also stress level 2. I think for the moment, I'm not too concerned about it. Now, they're turning around here. Oh, they made a mistake. They tried to go this way, and then they tried to turn back around here. They're now caught here. So that is absolutely phenomenal. We're going to fight them here. We easily win that battle. The question is, does that stack wipe? I don't think it does. So that is fine. We're going to head in over this way. They're probably retreating to their capital. How much attrition would that be? 361? That's not so bad. I want to chase them. But I want to come out over this way. Make it less likely that they can escape by attacking us down here. They retreated down here. Okay, they're actually retreating way down this way. So that sounds good. Is he in multiple wars? No, he's not. Okay. Noted. We must stop the villain behind this. Absolutely. And our regent is now more powerful, but she also furthered her mandate. Increasing feudal taxes? Okay, that sounds good. So obviously finances are a problem for us at this moment. We'll bring this guy in. Absolutely. That seems fine. And the reason finances are a problem for us, of course, is because we are currently in a position where we have a rather large army and not a very well-developed domain. So that is a bit of a problem for us. But as we work through this wealth focus, things will get a lot better. Detailed ledgers and war profiteer alone, as well as fearful troops, will be very useful, and avaricious. All of that will be very, very good. So we just captured his daughter. That put us at 41%. Now we're going to go up and take over this siege. These guys are going to walk down here as soon as that siege gets taken over. Perfect. So we're going to head down. That's going to be 330 casualties. Not great. And we have a daughter. That's absolutely fine. Now we have 2 sons? Yes, we have 2 sons. That seems relatively okay. Might has killed some rodents. That's good. Excellent. So all things considered, things are going pretty well at this point right now. The main issue is financial. Oh, we're going to fight these guys? Okay, sure. That's not very helpful, but whatever. I guess we'll get some prestige out of it. That prestige will be kind of useful when we're trying to make other claims later, I suppose. So we're going to head down over this way and chase these guys. They are running away from us, and that is not super surprising, all things considered. So this siege is going to finish up. Ooh. 22 stress because we're shy. Now, this is a surprise birthday party. We already know this. But extra intrigue and hostile scheme power plus 20%. We're going to repel from the window. Perfect. Okay, these guys are running down this direction. This is a mistake. They should not go here. They're trying to run out this way? Yeah, they shouldn't do that. Okay, so this siege is about to finish. There we go. And we're going to go hit their capital. We're at 59% war score right now. What are we at from battles? Only 14. Okay, they're trying to run out this direction. They're going to park here. We just had another daughter, and that's fine. They're going to park here, which is fascinating because they absolutely lose this. This may well get stack wiped. Livestock, huh? A cattle herd would be nice. We are compassionate. I don't want to get that stress necessarily. We're going to get the large cattle herd here, hopefully, and boost up our development growth, but it failed. Okay, fine. So that wasn't a stack wipe there. We do have an available perk. I'm going to take detailed ledgers. There we go. We've got 4 months left on their capital, and that is going to be done before anything of consequence happens here. So that should end the... Strict coastal quarantine. Holding taxes minus 25%, but a bunch of plague resistance. So the interesting thing about that is we would gain 42 stress from this. We'd gain 42 stress from this as well. This would cause us to lose legitimacy. So I don't want to take that. We're going to take the strict coastal quarantine. Okay. That's not going to be great for our finances, of course, but this war is almost over, and that's fine. Cool. So this siege will be done in just 10 days here. And there we go. War is over. Enforce those demands and disband our troops. So Blumia is now under our control. If we take a look here, Abyssinia is close. But we're going to need to get Adal under our control. We're going to need to come out of debt before we can do anything there, obviously. But do we have anything that we can do as far as bringing in a claimant here? Possibly is the answer. Definitely possibly. But no. Okay. So that's not going to be ideal. Anything else that we can do for Abyssinia? Well, we can go after Adal not on a kingdom level. It's certainly not going to be ideal. Okay, we did just get a corruption for being in debt. We should deal with that. So we need to increase control somewhere around Boron. We'll get that going. Absolutely fine. That's just going to need to get boosted up. Cool. So no problem there. This ransom is acceptable. And we are out of debt at this point. Our men-at-arms are reinforced, and we're making a decent amount of cash. And there goes 300 gold. Okay, that is reasonably fine. We'll just have to make our way back out of debt, and that's going to take a little bit. Specifically, our regent furthered her mandate, and now we're out of debt. That's nice. Very convenient. I like it. I was going to say that's going to take like 10 months, but no, that seems fine. So I want to attack Showa here, for sure. We could do a Duchy Conquer. That would cost us 950 prestige. That is a lot of prestige. That is a whole lot of prestige. And that's probably okay. That'll get us 2 additional provinces in Abyssinia. Of course, the grand total that we need is 21. So that's a long ways away. No doubt about that. What I really want to do is find a solid claimant that we can invite here. This guy is a spouse or concubine. You're in a patrilineal marriage. This guy would not come because he's on the council, he's his liege's relative, and he's his liege's knight. And he has high opinion. And then we start to go into the youth. And obviously we can't invite over the youth. So there's no good claimant options there. Now, we could just start pushing through. He's an illegitimate ruler right now. So we have claims to a few sheikdoms. That's not great. We can do the Emirate of Alodia de jure. And that's probably not terrible. That's probably our best bet for right now. So let's get that going, and I'm going to be a little less greedy with this war this time. So we're going to raise up forces here. We'll raise our men-at-arms. We're going to raise somewhere around 7,000 levy troops. Hiding from plague. Oof. 114 stress. Yikes. That's really painful. That's a lot of stress. So we need to pet might. Absolutely. Thank you, my friend. So that got rid of about 10% of that stress. We need to seclude ourselves. That got rid of 30 stress. We need to lash out. That got rid of 30 additional stress. So we're still net positive on our stress here. But that was definitely rough. No doubt about it. Okay, mental break, too busy, and losing 45 additional stress. Okay, we got down almost to where we should have been. Cool. So as I said, we're raising up some amount of forces here. He's got about 6k. So we'll call this good. We're going to go start this up. We've not managed to bring in our good troops yet. We're going to head in over here. Cool. So I see his forces right down over here. That seems fine. Let's split off a siege force here. This is going to be a limited siege force. We're not planning on having this be fightable. So these guys are going to have a siege leader, while these end up going to fight. Cool. Unfortunately, our champion has typhus, which is very rude of him. I don't know why he would choose to do that. Obviously, he didn't. We did just have a succession for the Scorpion of Kong North, and that, of course, means that we need a new successor. Never mind, there is a successor here, who is currently almost dead. Can we change him? Mayor Zara. That's probably for the best. He's only skill 8, so that is not phenomenal. But where is Mayor Zara? This guy. He's kind of old, but he's probably better than this guy who is currently actively dying. Okay, so we'll do that for the moment. You are okay. You are okay. Okay, looks good. So we're going to fight these guys down here. Absolutely no problem. We're taking high attrition because of the plague in these regions, but that's probably okay. Let's chase these lads down and see what we can get here. We stack wiped over this way, which was great. Mike gave us 2 gold, which will be, you know, like a fifth of a month's expenses here. Cool. They're trying to loop around. We are going to cut them off over here. I want to come siege down here next. We're at 41% war score at this time, so I would really, really like to get out of this war very quickly. This is going to stack wipe. Beautiful. And this is likely going to stack wipe as well. They don't have very many forces here. We'll summon the physician. And 300 gold for a good physician, huh? Okay, I'm not happy about it, but we'll do it. We maybe could have gotten a cheaper one, but we can do a soft approach here. Okay, it did succeed, and this guy's demanding an artifact. How rude. He can get out of here with that demand. And we're just going to walk up and start a siege right up over here. Gift artifact. The Bobo Treaties. You know what? We'll take it. That seems absolutely fine. Let's hop over to our court here. Juicy indeed. And we are going to display that book right here. Fantastic. So we're at minus 10 gold right now, even on this relatively economical army. So that is definitely painful for us economically. But we do want to continue our conquests. We need to continue to grow until such a point as we can afford this, right? That's the overall idea. We need additional growth. Our expenditures will remain roughly the same as long as we're not fighting people that are too tough. How long is this going to take? 8 months and 5 months? I actually want to swap these around. We have a dangerous faction here. That means we need to get out of this. It's a Liberty faction. Okay, noted. And we are, of course, in debt by a pretty hefty amount here. Yes, showing this Farbus and his 50 gold. We'll absolutely take that. And we should probably cleanse off this corruption up over here. Consider it done. This is going to get maxed out on its own very shortly, so that should be absolutely fine. Lackluster administration is now gone there. And let's get this siege completed. We gained a stress level because our mother and brother both died. Be gone, all of you. Okay, so we reduce our stress level back down. For now, that's good. And let's just finish up this siege. I suspect that this might end the war. Maybe not. Probably not, actually. But they have arrived over here. We could look to fight them more, but our score is capped, so we should actually come fight in Berta. So that will indeed be the goal. Cool. So ticking war score is going to be on our side here. That is absolutely going to be the case. Ticking is a thing. This siege will likely end the war. We've got 7 months on that. Let's see about getting a breach here or something. I'm wondering if we want to do something about this. We have a breach already. 4 months. We're probably okay here. They're now walking away. They abandoned that siege. It's now at 5 months, and this is also at 5 months. Now it's at 3 months due to our siege event. I don't know what they're doing here. Now they're sieging it pretty quickly. 2 months left. Okay, this is sieging very quickly indeed. We would need to assault this. It would only be 8 days. Let's do it. Boom. 99%. Now we can walk up over here. 43 days. It will take us 28 days to get there. Sounds good. We're going to grab War Profiteer here to boost up our income by a small amount. War is actually over, and we're going to enforce those demands. We'll disband our troops. We can hold this ourselves, so I guess we may as well? Sure. I'm wondering, are we getting any additional control out over here? 0.6? Yeah, that looks good. We're not getting control here yet. Now we're getting 0.5. Okay. So that is absolutely noted. This will be maxed out. Indeed, it is already maxed out. This ransom is acceptable. And this control level is going up pretty quickly here. So that looks good. No problem whatsoever. 50 gold is absolutely acceptable because we need to exit this debt, right? Exiting this debt is very, very important. So to that end, we can demand some payments and ransom some criminals. We'll get this payment and this payment. And we'll also ransom off these prisoners. Yes, some of them are vassals. I'm aware of that. I'm not happy about it, but some of them are. Okay, so that brings us... Oh, our Regent Furthered Mandate as well. So that brings us up to 500 gold. Beautiful. I want to check in on these locations that we actually do control out over here. Okay. These tower houses should probably be changed over to something like desert agriculture or hospices. I'm going to go hospices for the moment. And we can upgrade these carvers guilds for sure. This is maxed. Now, out over here, taking a quick look, we can see this is currently building quartermaster's offices. Let's cancel that. Okay. So we're going to want to change this from regimental clearings over to farms and fields. We'll get that going. Over here, this is going to want to upgrade this chapel. Absolutely. Wait, we can change these now? I believe I just gave our cat away. Fascinating. Maybe only if our Hogan endorses us. That's really interesting. I don't know when this change went in, but I like it. So that's good. This is perverse. Okay. So we do want to get this upgrade completed. A new skill always refreshes my mood. So we'll lose 7 stress there. That's absolutely wonderful. And let's get these prayer halls completed as soon as possible. Now, we're not making much gold right now because we are replenishing our men-at-arms. That'll take a month or 2, and then we'll start making that gold again. So that looks good. Crewpox is continuing to spread. Yeah, now we're making gold again. As soon as we get this next month tick, we can build this prayer hall. And we'll get going on that. Okay, so we're at 13 of 13 domain right now. That seems good. We must cull the sheep, and so we shall. Okay, so next up, over in Felona, we're at 97. I don't think we need to remain here. I want to instead come out over to here. Wasn't it? Hang on. Nope, it was here. There we go. We'll start increasing control here. This is maxed. The other is going to max, and we'll just get this control level up. Looks good. 34.5 gold per month right now. Ooh, either way, we lose 100 prestige. Gross. No, wait. We didn't actually lose the prestige. I must have misread that tooltip. Okay. A successful prevention. That looks good. And our sister is still a problem. No doubt about that. There's nothing we can do about her. It's just an issue. So, sure, that seems reasonably fine for the moment. I'd like to upgrade these carvers guilds as soon as possible. That is a number of months away, I think like 4. And our daughter made us happy. That is good. What do we want to do to end this plague? We will not defile these bodies. That seems fine. So our friend Zanku died. That got us a bunch of stress. Okay, that seems okay. Maybe there's something to it. Losing 56 stress? Yeah, okay, I like it. That's really, really solid. So these Carvers Guilds would eventually get upgraded. We're not quite maxed out over here. We're very close to being maxed out over here, but not quite there. Perhaps he's right. Actually, beset by revenants. Losing legitimacy. No, we're going to take the stress over losing legitimacy. We should probably work our legitimacy up a little bit more. I wish there was like a very slow trickle of legitimacy gain for having like for being the ruler over a particular title, like level of title. Now, where are my loyal subjects, though? Excellent. Hogons must contribute as much as anyone else. Indeed. So that seems absolutely great. Let's upgrade our guilds here. There we go. And with that, it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to get these 2 counties as maxed out as the rest of these. But unfortunately, where's my cat? Okay. Unfortunately, we do have this plague spreading in. So we'll see how that ends up going. It's not going to be great, I suspect. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.